Everyone's gonna get the Discord set up, Discord audio.
And you're gonna mute me once it starts?
Yep.
Or deafen me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
All right. I do not have audio from.
Discord audio is very low.
Okay, I will raise that a bit.
Yeah.
It's just because like it's already here in the thing, so I'll raise it though.
For my stream, I'm gonna be muted once things start.
Yeah.
This is easier.
I can't see any audio coming in from CTD stream.
I have it muted right now. Do you want me to unmute it?
I think
You'll hear Discord though for now.
Yeah.
You can adjust it during the run. I'll literally do it as as you're doing the countdown. I'll turn on it.
You can unmute it now, and I'll just unmute. I can mute like your stream on my end, and then unmute it once we start.
Okay, audio is on. Y'all can be heard.
All right, I see it coming in on my end too. All right, I think we are ready to do the countdown.
Yep.
All right. Are you guys both ready?
Ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Jojo.
All right, it's time for race number 5, number 6 of the Cars 2023 Glitchless Tournament. I think there's like a couple seconds of desync, but that's kind of inevitable.
I think it has been fixed.
The desync?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll look at the times from both runners at the end to identify who's the real runner.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so...
It's a question of entertainment at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not very confident in my commentating skills, so we'll see how this goes.
Thanks, Noah. So I'll let you start the commentating.
Alright.
So I'll come back later. Good luck.
Alright, I'll see you then, man. So it looks like both of the runners are not going for the off-track at the start of the lap, which is interesting, but also very reasonable because it's kind of a pain to do. I think Fenny's a decent margin ahead. Hello Xlib, hello Speedrun Shala, hello Raytem, hello Sodaleader. It's underway. I should probably change the the commentators. No, I'm silly. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I think CTD did start a little bit late, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, let's deafen a little bit. So, let's see what kind of time that was from Fenny. That was pretty good. 148, pretty solid. Pretty solid. About a 202, I think. I think the timer is at least synced up with Fenny's. But see if Fenny has a nice lead right now. Let's see if they go for the oh, Fenny messed up the first off track, unfortunately. Let's see if they go for the first off track here. I'd say it's about the same difficulty as the one on RSGB, but alright, good night, Xlib. So far, pretty standard stuff from both runners. Fenny got some good speed coming out of the hill. CTD hit the guardrail, but still solid speed. Didn't lose too much. Fenny is now at the off-track spam part of the map. And will he go? He does not. Okay, so it looks like they're not going to be doing those off-tracks. Interesting that he went for that one by the sign. I think that one loses time if you don't do the other one before it. which might give CTD a chance to get a couple seconds back. We'll have to see. Back up to the hill. This is probably my least favorite part of RCC. Well, I should say that because it's fun, but it's challenging to get it properly. It's like a Rouge, except no, it is. It is basically just Eau Rouge, actually. Oh, that's neat. I don't know why I never made that direct connection before. But just the way the car behaves over the crest. It's not the most convenient. So yeah. I want to see how much CTD has learned, because I know he's set a lot of PBs over the past couple of weeks. He went from like a 2-hour 18 at the start of the month. Alright, I guess it was at the start of February. But he's brought it down. He's gotten sub-hour. Both of these runners both have times in the echelon of like 59, 58 minutes. So I think this is going to be a pretty close race. Fenny has pulled ahead, I think, a little bit more. Probably about 5 seconds ahead, considering the very slight amount of desync. All in all, pretty good race from Fenny. CTD just finishing up. On to tractor tipping. Fenny going for the menu warp.
No problem. It was an honor to beat you.
I'm not sure how much time it saves, but definitely a little bit. Definitely a decent time save. CTD is not going for the menu warp, which is not a big deal. I honestly,
You're that guy.
I feel like you kind of have to do the warp perfectly to get a good amount of time save. But all right. Now both the runners being in tractor tipping. I think a little bit slow at the beginning for both of them, not carrying all the momentum they could. Oh, Fenny having bad luck with that tractor. And that's going to give CTD the opportunity to catch up. And he's going for the fast strat. Oh, wow. Oh, no. 10 seconds of time loss for Fenny. That is unfortunate. That was a clean tractor tipping from CTD. And now they're neck and neck. I think CTD might have a very slight lead. Oh, he does. The loading times. No, CTD went into the next level. Oh, no. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's unfortunate. All of his time save is gone. Sasha, that is indeed an oof. That is very unfortunate. No. Alright, it's about where it was before tractor tipping. I think maybe CTD is like a little bit closer, but that's unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Alright, Doc's challenge. Fairly standard fare for a race. Not a lot of challenging off tracks here. Although some interesting ones. Jumping off the bridge. Those ones are pretty neat. Let's see if anyone... I don't think anyone's gonna go for the jump cancel, but it'll be interesting. Hell, I don't even know how to do it, but... Alright. Fenny's reached the bridge. Playing a little bit safe there with that off track between the rocks. Same thing with CTD. Alright, pretty solid final off track for Fenny. I have a lot of trouble getting that one right. CTD hits it even better. That was nice. That was clean. That was very clean. Alright.
CTD really improved a lot in the past weeks.
Yeah, you can tell he's been putting a lot of effort into learning the category.
Like, his skills really changed. It's not the same as before.
Oh no. He's definitely been on that grind.
Even his still boosting is better.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
see that at PMS in not so long.
We will. Fenny hits that jump fairly reasonably well. Same thing with CTD. Both these guys racing pretty well. Pretty clean Docks challenge so far. It's still a very close race. Although I guess that's to be expected this early on.
I wonder if Fenny learned the off tracks on Pall Mall Speedway.
That's a good question, because he used to run... Did he run before those were, like, implemented as part of the route?
Yeah, he's part of the original racers.
Yeah. Have you seen CTD do the PMS off tracks? Has he learned them as well?
Not yet. I think he's planning to learn them. We'll see this at next race. Alright, so both runners finished the race. Fenny is going to warp into PMS. Alright.
Both going for the warp. Alright. Oh, I might have to...
What?
There we go.
Come on!
Oh, almost. Come on. That's not like that.
I love
Okay.
being me.
I was just trying to set up the projector. There we go. I don't know what that was being so 15. Oh, it's still being 15. Okay.
Lee Jr. and Sure Grip got together and caused a whole mess of trouble.
Oh,
driving like the
CTD
field is
very
standing still.
unfortunately missed the off track.
There's another one. McQueen's passing through the field like he's racing
now-
against golf carts.
Still a good portion ahead. The Twitch pop-up chat is being something annoying for me. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yes,
Fenny is
sir.
not
He
going
sure
for the off
knows
track.
his way around the track. There's
not
just
here,
no stopping
so-
95 today.
CTD is also not going for the off track, so this is going to be just a pure technical battle. It's very interesting to see.
Check out Lightning McQueen. He's definitely proven he's not a rookie anymore.
I'm going to try again to get the projector to work on mine.
Oh!
It's like both runners. Fenny may be a little bit slow with the tilt boosts.
Watch out!
Oh, you know what? Fenny's going reasonably quick. CTD looked like he was tilting a little bit less on the straight. Okay, I don't know why my Twitch chat is not.
Oddly enough, I don't have any limitations.
Anyways, yeah, no, both runners seem fairly confident with their tilt boosting. I think Fenny a bit more so than CTD.
Well, they say
CTD
lightning
seems to
never
be
strike twice,
trying
but
his
those
best
cars out there will
to
tell you
feather the
different.
tilt button. So that's losing him a little bit of time, but yeah, the lead has jumped to about 12 seconds for Fenny, at least on mine.
Where'd he come from?
28.5 from Fenny. Very respectable PMS lap time.
Hey, objects in the mirror may be closer than they
equals this lap.
appear.
29.06 is also very reasonable. Half a second a lap.
McQueen passes another.
Give or take.
You know, he always runs well at this track.
Of course,
And
over
there
the course
goes
of
Lightning
all,
McQueen
12
slipping
laps,
through the
that's gonna
pack.
add up. Already about 13 seconds of gap between the two. 28.5 from Fenny. See where this lap.
Check out Lightning
CTD.
McQueen. He's definitely proven he's not a rookie anymore.
Yeah, another low 29. So it looks like CTD is going to come out good 15-20 seconds behind Fenny after this race.
Fighting through the pack, it's
Definitely
number
a lot of time
95.
to be lost
Lightning
or
McQueen.
gained later in the run.
There's another one. McQueen's passing through the field like
Fenny,
he's racing
Fenny
against
losing
golf
some time
carts.
there. Ground against the wall. Unfortunate. CTD coming face to face with everyone's favorite racer,
Just
number
keep
64.
doing your best. That's all you can ask of yourselves. Hey!
last third of the race. Lap 9 for Fenny, 28.9 on that last
McQueen
lap.
passes
A little bit
another.
slower than the
You
other
know, he
ones that
always
he's
runs
been
well at
looking
this
to do,
track.
but
There's just no stopping 95 today.
hello, Kip. Hello, Josh. High 29 there from CTD, as he's about 15 seconds behind now.
This won't hurt a bit.
Suffering just a little bit from his hilt boosting.
No way.
Although there's always room to improve for everyone in this tournament, so it's to be expected. Coming face to face with number 64 once again.
There's another one. McQueen's passing through the
29
field like he's
CBD.
racing against
See
golf
where
carts.
Fenny is at the end of this lap. Having a very respectable 202 miles per hour into the finish line. 204 going into the corner. Fenny knows what he's doing. I guess he's not an OG for nothing. Alright, coming to the white flag for Fenny. We enter the final lap of Palm Mile Speedway. Going into boosting with Fillmore. Some of the most interesting off-tracks in the run. Not necessarily interesting, but some of the biggest time save potentials, as well as some of the biggest time loss potentials. Although it gets a lot worse in no RTT, where if you miss that off-track, you lose like 20 seconds. Here you can recover most of the time loss.
There's just no stopping 95 today.
The gap's risen almost
There's
20
another
seconds.
one.
About
McQueen's
17, 18
passing through the
seconds right
field
now.
like he's racing against
Fenny
golf
pulls
carts.
ahead. Fenny finishes Palm Mile Speedway. 5:47. About a
Seems to be a
15-minute,
lapse in
30-second,
concentration out there for
chapter
McQueen. He let him by on that
Doing
one.
the menu warp to get to Fillmore faster,
now
which
you're making
definitely
me
saves
mad.
some time.
Ciao.
CTD has completed Palm Mile Speedway 5:59, lost about 12 seconds there. Fenny is going for the first off track, unsurprisingly. CTD is not going for the menu warp, so that's gonna lose him a couple more seconds, I think. Right. Fenny is not going for that, Fenny's not going for some of the faster off tracks here. Oh, and CTD is not going for the initial backwards off track. Fenny quite a margin ahead right now. CTD is going for the extra time save off track though, so it might be pretty even this race. Fenny avoiding the first off track in the forest. CTD avoiding the one at the start finish line. Fenny is not going to go for it at the start of every lap, which is very reasonable. It's not very easy. I think it may lose time if you mess it up too much. And I think there is also a risk of a lap skip, so that is also not what any of the runners are going to want. Fenny a bit faster with that off track there, going off a little bit earlier. CTD just finishing the first lap. Coming up to the final lap for Fenny. CTD hitting the off track once again in the forest. And he's once again doing the final off track, the potential to soft lock a run, which is not ideal. But as long as he doesn't forget, which I'm sure he won't, it won't be an issue. Oh no, Fenny making a small mistake. Gonna lose him a couple of seconds. But he is about 20-25 seconds ahead of CTD right now. So it's gonna come down to some of the tougher areas of the run, some of the more RNG dependent areas. CTD hitting the off track a little bit late. Fenny comes to the finish line. 234.82. moving on to, I believe, Luigi the Rescue. CTD is just now finishing. Luigi with the Rescue has the potential to go very poorly for the runners. Fenny takes a narrow line to get to that first tire behind Ramones. Wider line to get the courtyard tire. Will he hit it? Yes, he does indeed. CTD just now begins the event. And Fenny is going for the slightly slower, I think, route. It's negligible, as far as I'm aware. Not a very big time loss. And he hits all 6 tires. Going back to Luigi's place of residence. And Fenny moves on past Luigi the Rescue. CTD is going for the newer, slightly faster strat. Slows down a little bit. Get that 4th tire there. Oh, a little bit too fast going into the dog's tire. As Fenny now has a substantial lead going into Sarge's off-road challenge.
Back to the store.
Not much time can be gained or lost at this point outside of just fairly mundane, I suppose. Oh, and CTD goes into the next level again, just like in tractor tipping. That is unfortunate. Another couple seconds of time loss. Looks like he's got a deficit of around 30 seconds going into Starter's Off-Road Challenge. Slightly more. It's about 30 seconds. Alright, Fenny coming into the canyon. I was gonna say something about, oh, he missed the shortcut because I haven't played enough. Oh, what was that? Bro got wedged. Playing too much North DT. Right. Fenny playing it fairly safe for that jump off track. Going for the jump skips. Very clean. That was very clean. Minimized airtime. And CTD, unfortunately, gets a bit stuck to the ground, misses the jump. That's going to lose him some time. Not the end of the world, but that is unfortunate. Hits that off track into the crater pretty well. Fenny now has a very sizable advantage.
One for the lady.
Looks like, I think that, was that a jump cancel? I'm not even knowledgeable enough about the game to understand all the tech. I think Fenny did just succeed in pulling off a jump cancel or something very similar to it. Looks like CTD is not going for the off track at the start of the lap. Fenny does not get wedged this time. A little bit slow there on that off track, but maybe that's just a better way to set up the off track, the crater. That would make sense.
One for the paint.
Another very clean jump skip. Fenny seems to know Sarge's off-road challenge very well.
Oh yeah.
Coming to the end of the lap. Oh, there's one off track he's not doing, which I think may be in the interest of saving time.
I'm bad.
Okay, so I think some off tracks that are marginal in the amount of times they save, Fenny is avoiding, which is very smart. I haven't taken the time to figure out which off tracks are worth it and which ones aren't. CTD with a pretty clean skip of the jumps there. Maybe a little bit of low minimum speed, maybe a little bit lower than he would have liked, but definitely very clean. Although the deficit does seem to have grown over the duration of this race, sitting at about 34 seconds. It's going to become very apparent when we get to Sun Valley. Just with the lap times and whatnot. Fenny now coming to the end of Sarge's off-road challenge as we move on to the worst part of the run. Rust Bucket Racerama. Fenny, little mistake on the jump skip there. Losing a little bit of speed, getting a little bit of airtime, and bumping into the back of Fillmore. So he's going to go for that off track there, just to try and gain some of the speed back. And it looks like Fenny is now complete. Let's see what CTD's final time is. Going up to the end of the lap.
One for the lady.
Fenny, interesting strategy to teleport to boosting with Fillmore instead of map warp. Menu warp. He did map warp. Anyways, Fenny's gonna lose a bit of time there just from not being able to do the brake boost, and also I think it's a little bit slower. Is it technically better to warp to boosting with Fillmore? I would think it would be slower just because you have to load into the race. Definitely close. Not a bad strategy. Fenny now beginning Rust Bucket Racerama.
One for the face.
25 minutes into the run. Let's see. Alright. Fenny going for 2 off tracks at the start. Not being quite in the right position to take the third. 15.82 first lap, definitely very good. So it looks like Fenny's going to be going for 2 on that front stretch. So far so good though. Oh, he's going for 3? Not quite. As CTD now begins the race. See how CTD's knowledge of Rust Bucket stacks up. A little bit of a slower lap, 18.02. Going for 2 safer off tracks. Definitely a very reasonable decision to not do all, 6 or 7 per lap. Both runners seem to have a decent handle on what they're doing. Very similar lap times coming out of both of them. 14.18 from CTD, 15.25 from Fenny. CTD appears to not be doing the ramp off track, or at least he didn't that lap. 16.78 lap time. A little bit on the slow end for this category. Listen to Dreamseeker. Make sure to follow both CTD and Fenny. And also us. That's what he was saying. Follow us. Follow this channel. So that you get to see the other races. I think next race is tomorrow at 8 a.m. EST. There's another race at 8 p.m. EST. Gonna have Zap G versus Richard T, I believe, tomorrow morning. And then another race at 8, Gibbs Stack and someone else. Unfortunately, do not remember. Fenny several laps ahead as CTD gets a 20, 27, 26 second lap time, I believe. Unless he missed the trigger. Very similar lap times for both of them, 13.98 or 13.91, 13.58. And go check out the link that Dreamseeker put in chat. Link to the Discord server if you want to come join. I think there may be a slight conflict of interest with it. Oh, no way! He did it! Bro phased through the planet. He's done it. I think this happened. It happened this morning, I think, or today, either today or yesterday. It's happened again. You gotta love Rust Bucket, man. Flawlessly coded, flawlessly programmed, flawlessly designed, flawless in nature. CTD is unfortunately, I believe, around 45 seconds, if not more, now behind. Yeah, see, not everyone can be as, not everyone can be as, I don't know what the word is. You can do it. I don't think everyone has the trust in each other, maybe it is. The audacity. True, the gall, the nerve. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if Fenny gets screwed here on Sun Valley. So it's really funny how two of the worst tracks. Oh no, CTD messing up an off track. Gonna lose him some extra time. Ah, it's a over 5 second time loss on that last lap. Fenny now almost a minute ahead. Very unfortunate. Yeah, it's really bad how two of the worst tracks in the entire run are back to back. Yeah, no, CTD is doing pretty well, all things considered. Rust Bucket is not an easy track to get right, and one mistake can
There's
cost
just
you a
no
lot
stopping
of time.
95.
Fenny whipping
It's all
out a
in the
24.19 on Sun Valley. Very good lap time.
There's another one. McQueen's passing through the field like he's racing against
Oh, hello
golf carts.
J-Dubs. I see you've already
Oddly
chosen.
enough, I don't
chosen
have
the man
any
you want to win.
limitations.
He is unfortunately about a minute behind at this stage in the race. A little bit less, but anything can happen. Lightning strikes back, anything can happen. High speed, high RNG. Oh no!
McQueen is trying
He
to
got
make something
pit
happen,
maneuvered.
but it
Was
looks
that
like it's only getting
64?
worse.
Was that number 64? Oh no!
Please give
Oh,
a warm thank you to
no.
one of today's
That's
race
tragic.
sponsors, Rusty.
Sun Valley strikes
Everyone
again.
attending today will receive a trial sample
Oh,
of Rusty's
no.
medicated bumper points. That's Rusty.
Welcome, Man Pig King.
It's all in the preparation.
that's very unfortunate. The opposite of 46, anti-46. Oh no.
Oh,
Antimatter
race
struck
fan,
again.
what
Got
an
vaporized.
upset.
The gap has become even larger.
We're seeing some
We'll
good
see about
runs
that,
out there
Man Pig King.
today.
We'll see about that.
If they keep
It's
it
very
up,
possible.
we're going to
It's
see
very
a new
possible.
track record.
Anything can happen.
Woo-wee! He passed
Oh, that's
another.
very unfortunate.
Can't anyone stop Lightning?
All right. We'll see. We'll see how the runners fare on wheel well sprint
Here comes Lightning
Let's see if
McQueen.
anyone goes
Just
for
look
that,
at him
off
moving
track.
aside.
before the ramp. We need to like run into a rock. I don't even know how it works.
Well, they say lightning
Oh, I'm
never
running out of
strikes
water.
twice,
I
but
don't want
those
to get up
cars
and go
out
get
there
water.
will tell you different.
Commentating that. I should have topped up. I should have topped up. Alright. I'm going to copy the stream link really quick. I'm gonna send it to some other servers that I'm in.
Just keep doing your best. That's all you can ask of yourselves.
Alright. Coming to 3 to go for Fenny. CTD setting a 25.06. Maybe a little bit on the slower end. Definitely a respectable lap time. Fenny at 24.4. Not quite as good
Riley
as
and Buck are
Raytem's
fighting for the
23.6s,
position.
but
Neither want to back off.
all things considered very reasonable. CTD getting blocked by number 64 once again. Let's hope he does not get pit maneuvered. And he
McQueen's
does not.
definitely in the zone. Just
Oh, hello,
look at
hello,
his determination.
Thermal Square. Welcome to the chat.
Come on, guys, wait for me.
Fenny is about to
Over in section
enter the
1,
last
there's
lap of the
quite a
race.
bit of support for number 86,
Moving on to chapter
Chick Hicks.
3.
Just look
The
at all
longest.
those green paint jobs.
Not necessarily the most difficult, but definitely the most
Check out
frustrating
Lightning
chapter in
McQueen.
the entire game.
He's definitely proven he's not a rookie anymore.
44.3 from Fenny, moving on to the
Fighting
final
through
lap.
the pack, it's number
CTD now 3
95,
laps left in
Lightning
the race once he
McQueen.
crosses the line. Number 64 once again stands in the way between him and the finish line. Fenny, coming to the checkered flag, appears to be about a minute
This
and 10
won't hurt a
seconds
bit.
ahead of CTD. Moving on to chapter 3.
Sure Grip and Hollister are fighting for the
And
position. Neither one
I'm not sure what was that? Why did the dialogue go so long? Wait, what's happened? Why was he stuck before the race ended for half of a lap?
Hollister passes
I'm
Sure Grip to
lost.
move up a position.
I'm lost, man. How did that happen? Was that just long dialogue? That's unfortunate.
Here comes Lightning McQueen. Just look
Right.
at him moving aside.
Fenny now beginning wheel well sprint. Yeah, no, Sasho, I've never seen it take anywhere near that long, either. That was a bit absurd. That might give CTD a little bit of breathing room.
Lightning's
Or
got some
I guess.
company, and he drops back a bit.
What, he hacked himself to make him slower? Is that what he did? That's true, that's true. I'll report it to the boss, man, don't worry. Alright, CTD now, coming to the end, 25.86. He does not get the long dialogue, but he is still a very sizable portion behind Fenny, unfortunately. Fenny now about halfway through wheel well sprint. CTD is about 1 minute behind now. I think he made up over about 10 seconds from that time loss from Fenny. I should say from Fenny, from Fenny's game. Fenny is not going to go for that off track, which is absolutely incredibly reasonable. Fenny going for a little bit of a later reset there on the ramp. We'll see what off tracks he goes for at the end. CTD hits the mine shortcut quite well. Oh, Fenny, unfortunately, lost maybe about a second there. I don't know how he got off track into the ground, but about a 2-minute wheel well sprint. I'm gonna use this opportunity. I'm gonna go get some water really quick. I'll be right back. It will be like 30 seconds. Sorry. Fenny now beginning delinquent road hazards. Definitely one of the more challenging courses in this run. Although I would say it's a little bit easier in glitchless than it is in no RTT. Not by much. CTD hitting the last couple off tracks quite nice. I do believe he lost a couple of seconds there on wheel well sprint. Maybe only 2 though.
Never know where lightning will strike.
Will Fenny does not go for the off track there. We'll be going for that one though, before the mine.
One for the lady.
We'll have to see what the gap is. It's looking a little bit over a minute still. Fenny enters the mines. A little bit of a safer off track there, but that's the one I do. So I don't know how to get the other one consistently. I think you have to do like a tilt into the thing or something. Fenny hitting the wall a little bit, entering the mine shortcut, but that won't lose him much time, if any. Oh, hitting the lip. The lip of that the mine track. And the gap looks to be exactly 1 minute right now. Oh, sorry. Fenny coming to the end of lap 1. 1 minute 32:52. S's at the start of the lap now.
I'm bad.
Probably the most technical section of the track in this category.
One for the ladies.
CTD going for the quicker off track.
I'm bad.
As he now comes to the mine shortcut, which he hits very cleanly. Fenny does the drop down, a little bit wide, but no time lost. Thanks to the wonderful power slide button. Once again, going for the safer version of the mine off track. Fenny now come to the mine off track for the second time. Oh no! Oh, Fenny misses the mine shortcut. CTD with a 1:36, a couple seconds slower first lap than Fenny. But there's definitely time to gain now that Fenny has made that mistake. We'll see what the difference is at the end of this lap. Fenny coming to the line, looks like it's going to be about a 1:35. 1:34.56.
One for the ladies.
Both racers. Nearly on the final lap of the race. Fenny on the final lap of the race. Oh, Fenny misses the off track there and misses the shortcut. Although I'm not sure it would have gained him that much time. I think it would have been a little bit. So CTD definitely has some time he can save over Fenny right now. Oh, he hits the lip, unfortunately. We'll see what his time is coming to the line. Definitely a lot of time to be gained here. Definitely an opportunity for him to close the gap a little bit. Hits the wall a couple times, loses some speed. No harm, no foul. Unfortunately, it looks like CTD is not going to gain time on that lap. With about a 1:37.83 lap time. So it looks like Fenny is going to come out of DRH a little bit farther ahead than he was at the start. Next up is Chick's Challenge, and then we get to the most interesting, most frustrating, I'd say most skill dependent, most silly, goofy part of the run. Once we get past Chick's Challenge.
Who's bad? I'm bad.
Let's hope that nobody crashes here. Let's hope nobody presses up. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, I know. Windows Defender just came up with a pop-up. I don't know what, something about OBS. Something about OBS. I don't know what that was. Okay, as long as nothing broke, and we're still streaming, it's fine. Okay, I think we're fine. All right. Fenny now haven't paid for Windows. Bro, I didn't pay for the computer. Oh yeah, you can lose 1 minute. Realistically, if you get a really bad LSB and you get really bad HSH RNG, you can lose 1:30.
Okay.
It can be really bad. I've had some awful LSBs. Fenny getting that off track pretty good. Will he get the last off track? No, he's not. Oh, he does go for it. I think a little bit later than is optimal, but also not by much. Fenny going for a very interesting one. Oh, I see. He's not going for the off track at the start. CTD is going for the off track. CTD about a lap behind. Little over. Or I guess a little bit under. since he started slightly later. Fenny now on the mine track, off track. Hitting the tumbleweed out of his way, as does CTD. Downhill into the slew of off tracks that this track has to offer. Yeah. Fenny gets a backwards off track reset? Is that what just happened? Am I hallucinating? Wait. Am I tripping? Did he? I might be tripping. I don't know. Fenny a little bit wide there going to the first corner. You know, it's unsurprising that Fenny has a lot more practice in this game. He's been running this category or this game on and off for years now, I think. CTD, I believe, only started within the last month or so. So definitely going to be a skill gap. But CTD already very good at the game. Very good runner, knows the route well. Some time to be saved here and there. He could be better at things like Rust Bucket, but Rust Bucket is Rust Bucket, so no surprises there. Fenny now coming to the end of Chick's challenge. Going to be moving on to High Speed Heist. Misses that off track, unfortunately. CTD going for a little bit of a safer strat. Off tracking behind the sign. And off tracking a little bit later there in the bushes. But going early there for that final off track. Not that early. Obviously not too early. CTD is a gaming legend. I can agree with J-Dubs. I've only seen his cars runs, but I can agree that CTD is a gaming legend. I mean, look at his profile picture. Look at the man. Come on. Fenny now enters High Speed Heist. The most RNG dependent split in the game. We'll see how his Wingo RNG goes. If he gets good Wingo RNG, could be the end of the run for crazytonedog. Could be the end of the road, end of the line in the winner's bracket. But if he gets a bad high speed heist, CTD can definitely catch up. So we'll see how it goes. Although the gap is looking quite insurmountable at this point. So, anything can happen. I came back against my off-turning race with a rate time by like I was a minute down. I managed to come back, so I'm sure CTD could do it as well. Fenny now, almost at the end of DJ. CTD appears to be about minute 20 behind, give or take. Fenny now onto the boost section. Ooh, I feel like it's just harder to power slide with than the other two. I feel like Wingo is the best for power sliding on High Speed Heist, and then DJ, and then boost. I don't know if that's like placebo, or if that's real, but it just feels like boost you have to crank more steer and lock to get the power slide to work. Fenny nearing the edge, or the end of the section.
Hey, get out of my way when you learn to drive.
Mac is now in the distance, with a very comically large ramp behind him. Oh, CTD hitting traffic.
Hey, get out
Car
of my way
lateral
when you learn
damage.
to drive.
Unfortunate.
Car.
Fenny now moves on to Wingo. I have no idea. The Wingo, this has bugged me since I was a child. The Wingo progress meter is so broken, and I have no idea why. Boost is very slightly broken. Wingo is very broken. I noticed this when I played the game like 4 years ago. I feel like I noticed this when I played the game like back in ye olden days. Fenny, good RNG for the first 2 boxes. We'll see if that holds. Good RNG still holding. RNG taking a slight turn now. 4th box. Fenny doing a good job of avoiding the obstacles being thrown his way. CTD getting run in with traffic. We'll have to see how CTD's RNG is in tandem with LSB for Fenny. But alright, will CTD hit the boost jump? He does. Unsurprisingly. Alright, CTD moves on to Wingo. Fenny misses the fast DJ hit. He didn't quite commit enough manpower to it. Oh, wow. 2 very fast DJ hits. That was a very good DJ. Getting a quick first hit on boost. CTD, pretty good RNG so far. This could be good RNG. Looks like Fenny. CTD gets pretty solid RNG on Wingo. Will CTD PB? This is a good question. I think he maybe.
Sure.
It'll be close. This PB is a 59-53, I think. Fenny almost finished LSB. Fenny is now finished LSB. Trying to place. Oh, I thought you were trying to make a Valorant reference. I got scared there. CDD, what was that? That was a ghost hit. Oh no, that would have been so good. And the game's that's just game bad. That's just game bad shafted him. That's very unfortunate. But CTD, it seems like he will get quick boost out of Wingo. Fenny now on LA. Very unlikely now that CTD will be able to overcome this deficit. Unless something very tragic happens to Fenny. Several times, actually. If Fenny can get a lap skip and invalidate the run, then we'll have our winner. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it can. Alright. CTD also with a very, very solid LSB. I think that was about on par with Fenny's LSB. Fenny now moves on to lap 2 of LAI.
Oh man.
Fenny with the top speed so far of, I believe, 204 miles per hour. We gotta get a runner to use kilometers, just to throw off everyone's sense of speed. Oh, look at this guy! He's going 340
There's
kilometers an hour.
another
Oh,
one.
this is a race.
McQueen's passing through the
What does this
field
mean?
like he's racing against golf carts.
CTD. I think CTD will get the sub. He
Here
might
comes
PB.
900
I think if he gets sub hour, he's gonna PB. He
McQueen
he has
dropping
1
back.
sub hour thus far. I don't
Oh, you like that?
know if it's
Have
been
some
verified
more.
yet, but he sent a picture of it to the PB's channel and the Discord server. So definitely seems likely that CTD's on track to PB. I think Fenny might PB too. Yeah. J-Dubs, I was unfortunately not there in the stream when it happened. But
Oh.
I did see him post about it.
Oddly enough, I
Fenny now
don't have
about
any limitations.
lap and a half, lap and 3/4 ahead. I'm not quite sure what Fenny's PB is, but
There's
this
another
could very
one.
reasonably
McQueen's passing through the field like he's
PB.
racing against golf carts.
CTD will definitely get a time faster than 101. And I think it's... Oh, how many laps? 9. 9 times 35. I'll do 36. I think...
No, you don't.
Will PB. That's my guess. My guess is, bar any
Fighting through the
tragic
pack, it's
occurrence,
number
CTD will PB.
95.
Oh, that was
Lightning
almost a
McQueen.
tragic occurrence. What was
We're
that?
seeing some good runs out there today. If
Forget
they
no
keep it
heroics
up,
in the Santa
we're
Fe,
gonna
no
see a
heroics
new
in
track
the
record.
LAI tri-oval. What was bro doing? I think this could be, I don't know what Fenny's PB is, but I think this could be a PB from both racers. This has been a
Yes,
good race
sir.
so far.
He sure knows his way
Good
around
showing
the track.
from both of these racers.
Wow, will you look at him moving aside for him? You'd almost think they're saying please and thank you.
Bro's trying to prove me wrong. Bro heard. He almost got to the wish.
He's picking them off
He's a
one
paid actor.
at a time.
I don't know who paid him off, but someone paid him off.
Didn't I pass you already?
Alright, Fenny now coming with coming to the line with 5 to go. CTD just about halfway through the race.
McQueen passes another. You know, he always runs well at this track.
Trying to find a trace of my favorite car. Do that. It looks like the
Oddly
AI
enough,
spawn groups are
I
like
don't have any
predetermined,
limitations.
like which cars are in like which group. Because the groups on Fenny, I guess this is not really a big enough sample size to make a conclusion, but it looked like they were the same. There's 64.
Why you
They're
gotta
the
be
same.
like that?
A sample size of 2 is big enough. They're the same.
He's picking them off one at a time.
Both racers
Didn't I
looking
pass
to
you
overtake
already?
number 64. Fenny, both CTD and Fenny being a little bit conservative with their tilt boosting.
There's another one. McQueen's passing through the field like he's racing against golf
Fenny
carts.
comes to the line with 3 to go. I think Fenny will attain
He's picking them off
low
one at a
58.
time.
maybe a mid 58. CTD, 4 to go to the line is going to be another 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
McQueen's
I
definitely
think
in the
CTD
zone.
will PB
Just
by about
look at
20
his
to 30
determination.
seconds. Let's hope Fenny does not hit button 1. Let's hope Fenny does not
McQueen passes
remember
another.
what button 1
You know, he
means
always
and
runs
then
well
B,
at
hit
this
it.
track.
35.57 from Fenny.
Woohoo!
Very reasonable lap time. Realistically, aiming for the 35s is a pretty decent goal. Both of the runners, once again, having a run-in with our favorite
Check out
car.
Lightning McQueen. He's definitely proven he's not a rookie
Both
anymore.
of them seem to be running about equal pace.
Hey!
I don't know what drink means. I don't have. I'm assuming it's an emote. I don't have the emote enabled. Is it
Ka-chow.
drinking copium? I don't know. Fenny coming in line. Fenny is going to have about a mid 58. I got my finger on numpad 1, ready to stop the splits. Fenny coming to the line. There's a 58.26 from Fenny.
Hey,
2
objects
laps
in the
to go
mirror
for
may be
CTD.
closer than they appear.
Timer is stopped, but
And
CTD
there
splits
goes
are still
Lightning
going.
McQueen slipping
And I
through the pack.
believe that is going to be about a 59.40 from CTD, depending on how it happens. All right, let me just.
Oh, there's you guys.
Oh, hello, Seek. Right,
Big stop, boss.
What's
Fenny.
up, everyone?
Fenny is your
There's another
your
one!
victor for this
McQueen's
race.
passing through the field like he's racing against golf carts.
Means that CTD will be going down to the loser bracket. Crazy Tone
Is there
Nation still
any
has a
stopping
chance
Lightning
of winning the
McQueen?
whole thing. Don't worry.
Check out Lightning McQueen.
there we are. Hello.
He's definitely
hello.
proven he's not a rookie anymore.
I'm trying to unmute Crazy. I'm sorry.
McQueen passes another.
That's fine.
You know
I
he
think
always
he
runs
has
well
it
at this
done
track.
himself, so he'll
Oh,
do it
he's
Yeah.
muted on his side.
CTD now finishes his run.
Nice.
So, Fenny, you did win the race, so you will be moving on to the next round.
Yay. Who's next?
That is a good question. I'm gonna check the bracket, and I will tell you.
Click on the challenge
Hello.
machine. Let's see that.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We'll tell
Did I
you.
win?
GG's.
Unfortunately, you
Click
did
on
not
the
win.
challenge
but
machine.
I
Let's see
PB'd.
that.
What do
You
you
did,
mean? That's
yeah.
a win.
Hello.
That was a very good run.
Did I
We
win?
both won, isn't that great?
Unfortunately,
Did you
you did not
PB?
win.
I
but-
PB'd.
I did PB by
You did,
44
yeah.
seconds
That was a very good
actually.
run,
We
Well,
I
then
had
we
quite
both
a good
win.
run.
Now,
Yeah.
wow, that's great.
I did PB by
Alright.
44
Yeah.
seconds actually.
I'm going to transition to the bracket really quick so we can look at what the next matches are going to be. So it looks like
All right.
P. Kuda and FennyBoy are going to be facing off now in
I
the
will
second round.
change it live and we will see it on the stream.
All right.
All right,
I
so
don't know them. Do they have a time on the board?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
all right,
gonna
so
be a
you're
black
supposed to
box.
see the changes and live. It's gonna be PQda against FennyBoy for round 2.
Yep.
Great.
Then
So tomorrow's next race is gonna be
that is going to be at 8 a.m. EST. That is Richard T versus Zap G. That is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
oh,
EST.
ZapG participated in past tournaments, I think in 2021 or 2019.
He participated or he won?
He participated.
I see. All right. And tomorrow we also have at 8 p.m. EST, so 12 hours after that first race, we have a Gibbs Stack and Ricky Gur 07.
Oh, Gipstack. Long time no see.
Yeah. So CTD will be moving on to the losers bracket. He will face off against the loser of Carl O and whoever wins the game on Sunday. The Sunday race versus Seek and Matt Lander YT.
And we got a change with participants. Carlo actually forfeited. We're gonna have Kip that will replace Carlo in round 2.
Seek, you could race against Kip. That would be interesting.
Oh.
If you and
We'll
Kip
see
race,
that.
I want to host that race if that happens.
It's gonna happen. I have faith in my skills.
Yeah.
Matt Lindray has some skills, but I want to race against Kip.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to drop a follow. Join our Discord. I'll drop into the chat, and have a nice day, everyone. Let's see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. EST. Is that it, Noah?
Yes, 8 a.m. EST.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching.
Goodbye,
you guys.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye bye.